Andy Cohen, when there's a big scandal in the Bravo sphere, my phone goes crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure your phone goes crazy.
Yes.
Who outside of Bravo is texting you about Bravo? Hello, I am Brian Moylan here in Vulture's Reality Mastermind Studio with maybe the ultimate reality mastermind, Mr. Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen, how's it going?
Hi, Dame Moylan.
How are you?
Well,
What is the highest level of education you've achieved? Since you are an honorary degree honoree here tonight at the...
I got a Bachelor of Arts at Boston University.
Okay,
Yes.
and if you were to go back to school, what would you study?
Psychology.
So, isn't that your job already?
It is. That's why I feel like I could just do a very quick program and get a degree because I'm there.
So when I was at BravoCon, I asked everybody on the red carpet, give Andy Cohen one compliment and one piece of advice.
Okay.
And advice aside, every single person complimented your hair. Andy Cohen, what is going on with your hair? Tell us everything.
I usually grow it out every summer, and last summer I grew it out, and I just never cut it. So that's what's going on. As it turns out, I have a very full head of hair, and I was
I
like,
mean, it looks fantastic.
why am I not leaning into that?
100%.
Yes. What was the advice that people said?
You know what? Andy Cohen, they're all respectable enough to not say it.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, maybe he could be a little less mean to me at a reunion.
Well,
but
okay,
we
well,
didn't get any good answers. But
okay.
the hair was killing it.
Great.
So you have two young children.
I do.
One day they're going to be curious about your job.
They already are, and they know. I was FaceTiming Ben from the Beverly Hills reunion. It was like 4 o'clock in L.A., getting towards his bedtime in New York, and we were on a break. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm with all of the beautiful women again. And he said, for that show? And I said, yes. So he knows there's a show.
Right.
He knows there's pretty women. He knows that I don't allow him to watch it. But he always wants to when I'm screening cuts.
This is my question.
Yes, do I?
When will they be old enough to watch?
That's a really good question. I'm going to vibe that out in terms of I'll see how whenever they're emotionally mature enough to understand it and be able to put it in the perspective that it's meant to be seen in.
And when they're like, Dad, I want to watch the show, and you decide they're ready, where do you start them
Good question.
to like
I think I'm going to have to
encapsulate
tailor
Housewives?
it to their personalities.
Okay.
Lucy's a little bit of a glamour girly, so maybe Beverly Hills.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like to show newbies Dinner Party from Hell.
Okay.
It's like an hour.
Right.
It like encompasses the whole thing.
Yes.
I think that's a good starting point for
Okay.
me. Andy Cohen, when there's a big scandal in the Bravo sphere, my phone goes crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure your phone goes crazy.
Yes.
Who outside of Bravo is texting you about Bravo?
Like famous people?
Famous people, friends, anybody. Who is the first to be like, oh my God, did you hear?
I mean, usually I'm texting with people at Bravo, people at the production company, and people on the shows.
Right.
So that's who I'm. And then every so often you'll get like a, who would, every so often a housewife from a different, every so often Erica Jane might be like, send like eyeballs, or something. You might hear from a housewife in another city who's like,
Right.
a
What's
little
up with those
titillated.
Potomac girls?
Yes, exactly. Sometimes when a Peter Pan caddish type person has done something particularly horrible, I might hear from some Peter Pans on another show like, whoosh.
Thank God it wasn't
I'm
me.
so glad it's not
Yes.
me. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
for a change.
Yes.
Andy Cohen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you have the best time at the party.
Well, thanks so much.